Bozo again. Remember when Obama, was out there on the campaign trail? And what did he say? Well, what he said was that his administration is going to be the most transparent administration in history. Remember that? Well, let's jump forward a little bit here now and talk about transparency. Obama decided to invite all of the governors in, and I'm sure that the majority of the governors that participated were like Democratic governors because, their Messiah is going to speak. Well, so they had this meeting with the governors, and Obama lectured them on the things that he's going to do and going to expect of them. I wasn't there, but I imagine that's what the general meeting was for. And then, during that meeting, you had the Press Corp, and they're sort of taking it all in. And then when it came time to do the Q&A, you know what Q&A is? Q&A is when questions are asked and answers are provided. Well, when it came time for the Q&A, Obama said, well, let's empty the Press Corp, and then we'll get to the Q&As. Now, why do you think that he would want to do that? Empty the Press Corp. I mean, why shouldn't they be able to hear the kind of questions that are being asked and his responses? I mean, then you're a little bit more transparent than by saying, hey guys, you got to leave so I can answer the questions. I can't imagine any Democratic governor asking a question that could embarrass Bozo. You know what I mean? I can't imagine it happening, so I fail to understand why Bozo thought it was important to have the Press Corps leave. Didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Does it make any sense to you? But it sure shows that he's really not the most transparent president ever. Matter of fact, there's nothing that's transparent about him. We don't even know anything about him. You know what I mean? We don't even know if, I think we do know he shouldn't be in the Oval Office, but we sort of can't prove it because he's got everything locked up. You know who locked up all of this stuff? Elena Kagan. Yeah, she was the lead attorney that buried his past. And what did he do for her as a sign of his gratitude? Well, he appointed her to the Supreme Court. Isn't that wonderful? Now, she never even had one trial as a judge because she wasn't a judge. No. And now, you know what they're going to hear on the 27th of March? They're going to hear the Marriage Act. You know what I mean? And guess what? She is going to not be supportive of that because, I don't think she's ever been with a man. You know what I mean? So, anyway, it's interesting when you start looking at the pieces of the puzzle and see how they all fit together, or in Obama's case, how they don't fit together. You know what I mean? I think it's pretty crazy. What do you think?